The axe forgets, but the tree remembers. This powerful African proverb speaks to a truth we often overlook. Those who cause harm may forget their actions, but the people hurt by them carry the pain long after. At Psych Insight, we strive to bring awareness to these deep-seated emotional dynamics, especially when it comes to the influence of parents and caregivers. From the earliest years of our lives, parents shape not only our behavior, but also our emotions, coping mechanisms, and even our inner beliefs. But how much of what we experience in childhood lingers with us into adulthood? Join us as we unpack how family dynamics may have shaped the person you've become, and how understanding these influences can help you move forward. For many of us, the walls of our childhood homes were silent witnesses to the loudest moments. Arguments that shook the air, harsh words that cut deeper than any blade, or even physical violence that left us seeking refuge in the corners of our rooms. Did your family yell over the smallest things? Maybe they didn't shout but used sharp, cruel words that made you question your worth. Growing up in an environment like this leaves a mark, even if we don't immediately realize it. Canadian psychologist Albert Bandura's social learning theory offers insight into how these patterns develop. According to Bandura, behavior is often learned by observing and imitating others. For example, a child who frequently sees their parents arguing, slamming doors, yelling, or throwing objects may internalize this as the normal way to handle conflict. As an adult, they might find themselves reacting with the same aggression, even without meaning to. You might yell at a partner, act passive-aggressively with friends, or even throw things in frustration. In some cases, you might recognize your parents' behavior in your own actions, feeling a pang of guilt or shame. In others, the patterns could remain hidden, playing out unconsciously. At Psych Insight, we want you to know that understanding these behaviors is the first step to breaking free. You are not doomed to repeat the past. Growth and change are possible. Would you describe your parents as warm and loving? It may seem like a basic expectation for parents to be kind, affectionate, and supportive. Yet, not everyone experiences this. Research published in Frontiers in Psychology defines parental warmth as offering support, praise, affection, and a sense of tranquility. It's about knowing your mother's embrace is a safe haven, or feeling reassured by your father's comforting presence. But for some, this warmth is absent. Parents might be emotionally unavailable, distant, or even cold. Their lack of affection can leave lasting scars that carry into adulthood. Consider Monica Geller from Friends. Monica's mother Judy was critical and emotionally detached, which led Monica to struggle with self-esteem. To cope, she turned to food for comfort, a habit rooted in her search for emotional nourishment. This isn't just fiction. Studies have shown that a lack of parental warmth can affect social, psychological, and emotional well-being well into adulthood, sometimes even as late as midlife. Adults who experienced cold parenting may struggle to cope with stress, face depression, or turn to unhealthy habits like substance use to fill the void. At Psych Insight, we understand how hard it can be to take care of yourself when you've never been shown what genuine care looks like. But we believe healing starts with recognizing these patterns and finding healthier ways to nurture yourself. When cold parenting takes root, it often breeds another wound: rejection. Can you recall a time when you felt dismissed by your parents? Maybe you proudly showed them a drawing you'd worked hard on, only to be told, "Not now," or brushed off entirely. Or perhaps you came home from school seeking a hug after a hard day, but instead, you were sent to your room or told to stop being dramatic. For a child, these moments feel like an unspoken message: you are not good enough. Over time, rejection teaches children to doubt themselves, planting seeds of insecurity that may persist into adulthood. Licensed mental health counselor Stephanie Chan told Psych Central that rejected children often struggle with self-relationships as adults. They may experience self-doubt, self-neglect, self-sabotage, or even self-hatred. Rejection teaches you to reject yourself, fostering a belief that you are less worthy than others. But let's be clear, this belief is not true. At Psych Insight, we remind you that your worth is not defined by your past or the way others treated you. Rejection can be unlearned, and self-love can take its place. It's easy to feel stuck, as though your childhood experiences have locked you into a pattern you can't escape. But just as you learned these behaviors and beliefs, you can also unlearn them. Breaking free starts with small steps. Recognizing where these patterns come from, seeking support, and practicing self-compassion can help you rewrite your story. Therapy, journaling, and mindfulness are powerful tools to guide this journey. At Psych Insight, we want you to remember this: you are not alone, and it's never too late to heal. The scars of your childhood don't define you. They are simply a part of your story, not its conclusion. Every step toward understanding and healing is a step toward reclaiming your life and becoming the person you want to be.